Are y'all ready to get this show started? 3, 2, 1. Going live with the Millen Twins on the Millen Twins Highlights Movement Show on IntellectualRadio.com.
What's up, everybody? This is your girls, Corey
and Crystal,
a.k.a.
Millen Twins.
So if you're just tuning in, you are tuning in to the Millen Twins Highlights Movement Show on IntellectualRadio.com. And it's Friday.
It's Friday.
Won't God do it?
Baby, it was the longest week of my life.
The longest week, but we made it.
We made it.
Come on, give God some ugly praise.
Some ugly praise.
Yes. But we pray that you all were able to accomplish some of your goals this week, if not all of them. But if you didn't do so, don't worry about it. Keep going, keep pushing. And remember, only you can stop you. So what's going on, Chrissy?
So if this is your first time on the Millen Twins Highlights Movement Show, listening and viewing, welcome. If you keep tuning in,
yes. I went to church last Sunday.
She did. Won't he do it?
God gave me life.
Yes.
I was like, I'll be back next Sunday, God. I promise. Go ahead.
So if you are tuning in every single Friday, we appreciate your support. We love you. We love you. We love you. So if you don't know what the Millen Twins Highlights Movement Show is all about, what is it about, Ree?
Go ahead, tell them.
Okay, let me tell you. So it's a platform that gives individuals a chance to talk about their vision, their goals, their gifts, their journeys, and their being able to talk to the talk. Go ahead. Yeah, it's been a long day, right?
Yes.
Talk about pretty much the gift that God has given them. There are so many people that goes through journey. We all been through. We go through obstacles and different things that hit us left and right, but we don't allow it to stop us.
Exactly.
So we want to give people a platform to be able to talk about how you moving and how you pushing. This is why we highlighting the movement.
Come on.
That's
girl.
right.
Right.
So what we putting on today?
So if you're looking for a body for New Year's Eve, natural body that is, make sure you all contact Ms. Regina Sams, BYOB. It's not buy your own body, it's build your own body. Make sure you all contact Regina Sams. We'll make sure we'll tag her on here. Also, if you're looking to become a CNA, future nurse, please make sure you contact Miss Ebony Shanae. She has her own nursing school, you all. She is the real deal. So we'll also tag her on here and make sure you all connect with her. Who
Definitely.
else?
We have Presidential Black Card. We have
luxury car service.
The best luxury car service ever. We use them for everything, meetings, going to the airport, wherever we go. We use Presidential Black Card. You won't be disappointed. You Black owned and all the above.
Awesome.
The trucks smell good. You get orange juice in the morning. You get,
mimosa.
Crab legs in the evening. Not crab legs. I'm just playing. But you guys make sure you book Presidential Black Card. Also, One Eye One Vision production company. He does all of our media, our videos, our promotions. He does all the above. So if you are looking for someone to do your movie, he does movies. He came from the Oscars. He does it all. He does commercials. He does websites. He does graphics. It's a production company, a Black-owned production company. So you guys look for One Eye One Vision production company. He has a great team. He has young children that he puts on the team as well to teach them the film business. He is doing big things. So you guys make sure you tune in to what One Eye One Vision production company is doing and book him for your next gig, because he's already booked for 2020. We have to say, hold on, wait a minute. I hope you got the Millen Twins on your schedule. Hold on, let's back up. You might have to erase some people,
you know, to pay them
but that's why you got to book them. You got to book them quick. And he's professional. You guys, we don't, everybody that we use, we pay.
We do.
You know what I'm saying? So just like you would pay anybody else, we pay as well. You got to do that. We have the MT Awards coming up.
Come on, June 27, 2020. If you missed the first one, y'all, that's okay. Make it to the second one. But it will be at the Beverly Arts Center, which is located on 111th in Western, right?
Western. And MTE Awards is the Millen Twins Educators Awards. What we do is we acknowledge and we celebrate it. We celebrate educators all over the world. Like this year, we have people from Alabama, Atlanta, Milwaukee, of course, Chicago. We have presidents of colleges. Shout out to Kimberly Hollingsworth. That's my president. Olive Harvey. Woo, yes. But you don't have to be just a teacher. You're just in the education field and you're giving back in some type of way.
You're making an impact to our youth or adults.
Exactly. And my sister and I, being educators, we understand that sometimes we need the motivation. We need the push, and we don't get it as well. You know, so what we want to do is we're going to motivate you and we're going to push you and we're going to celebrate you.
Recognize you.
Yes. And 2020, it's about to be bananas. It's literally, you all see the BET Awards. Wait till you see the MTE Awards 2020. It's getting bigger and better, baby.
That's it. But also, if you're looking for some sweets like me every week, every other day, make sure you all contact Miss Carmi Cakes, Miss Michelle. I will tag her too, y'all. And also J&J Donuts. Her children are also having they also have like a baking. What is it? Baking
donuts.
But they do donuts. And let me tell you, at the MTE Awards, the donuts was a hit. My uncle had gold shimmer all on his mouth. That's how you know he didn't even share. But make sure you all contact them. We'll also tag them on this video. Anything else?
So we're excited about the next week's show as well. We have our Christmas show. It's the last show
of the year. And we won't be back to January 6th.
Yep. No,
sometime. Well, one of them
days. But we're going to have the amazing, the beautiful Caitlin Howard will be performing live in the studio. So you guys don't want to miss this show. Make sure you download her new music. Santa baby. Come on.
Baby. It was a hit.
It was a hit.
Yeah. I like that. I like that. Oh, who can I sing this one? I can't. We got kids in the studio.
Right. So if you guys have been seeing our page, last thing, our new colors out with our hoodies. Thoughts become things. We believe in wearing our what you think. Positivity. So we have new colors, of course. We got gold on today, gold and black.
Gold and black.
Like that. We'll take some more pictures. But anyway, you guys can go to our website, www.iamyouareperfectlyimperfect.com, and look out for the new website. The new website is being updated. It will no longer be that long name. It will be
Millen.
It'll be coming out. We'll tell you what it is. So what we're about to do is we're about to take a very quick break because we have some exciting guests in the studio, some VIP guests in the studio. So as you are listening, as you are tuning in, make sure you guys share this video. We're super excited about our VIP guests on today. So 20-second break. Okay. Share the video.
Has always been easy because it's true. I wanna believe if someone would have told me you would come along.
Or we bring them in.
Spirit found my soul.
You just want the
cause I was knowing love, my heart had grown cold. So cold. You had good energy, exactly what I needed. You walked in my life and placed the joy where was needed. Not a mirage, what I feel for you. Put that on God, girl, I'm loving you. Said it's easy. It's easy to love. Easy to love. Said it's easy. It's easy to love. Easy to love. Oh yeah. Loving you has always been easy 'cause you're beautiful. Loving you has always been wonderful, more than you'll ever know. We got good chemistry, go together like love sex. For passion and care, we show one another tops all the rest. The feelings I have for you, I ain't felt in so long. What we share together, baby, the bond is so strong. It's no facade.
What's up, everybody? This is your girl, Screech, aka Millen Twins. So if you're just tuning in, you are tuning in to the Millen Twins Highlights Movement Show on IntellectualRadio.com.
So as you can see in the studio, we have some amazing. We're so excited. We have the example setters in the studio. How are you guys feeling tonight?
Excellent, wonderful.
Excellent. So if you guys are just tuning in, make sure you share this because you don't want to miss this segment of the show. We have the example setters in the building. Some people know who they are and some people don't, but this is the time for you to hear about who the example setters are. So can you tell the listeners, who is the example setters?
Who are we?
Example setters, youth at war against violence.
Who are we?
Example setters, youth at war against violence.
Saving lives.
Saving lives.
Living right.
Living right.
All day.
All day.
All night.
All night.
Saving lives.
Saving lives.
Living right.
Living right.
All day.
All day.
All night.
All night.
Example set.
Example set.
Example set.
Example set.
Close your eyes. We have an opportunity, meaning the what?
A chance.
I said we have an opportunity, meaning what?
A chance.
To save a what?
Life.
To save a what?
Life.
Beginning with our what?
Self.
Beginning with our what?
Self.
The power of our tongue carry life or what?
Death.
I said life or what?
Death.
What do we want?
Life.
What do we want?
Life.
When do we want it?
Now.
When do we want it?
Now.
We don't perform, we breathe what?
Life.
I said we don't perform, we breathe what?
Life.
All day.
Every day.
All day.
Every day.
Open your eyes. See, the number one question that's always asked to the example set is what?
Why?
I said the number one question that's always asked to the example set is what?
Why?
Why do we do what we what?
Do.
Why do we do what we what?
Do.
Is it for the money?
No.
I said, is it for the money?
No.
Is it for the fame?
No.
Is it for the fame?
No.
Wait a minute. Do y'all think that this is a game?
No, sir.
I said, do y'all think that this is a game?
No, sir.
Then why do we breathe life?
Because I love life. I live life. I give life. I breathe life. We love life. We live life. We give life. We breathe life. We love life. We live life. We give life. We breathe life.
So we can go out and save lives, not take lives, but change lives.
So we can go out and save lives, not take lives, but change
So we
lives.
can go out and save lives, not take lives, but change lives.
So we go out and save lives, not take lives, but change lives. Because we realize that black lives and brown lives and white lives in your life and my life matters. 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 Because you realize that black lives and brown lives and white lives in your life and my life matters. 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 Matters.
And that's why we speak life, we write life, we breathe life.
And that's why we speak life, we value life, we breathe life.
And that's why we speak life, we write life, we breathe life.
And that's why we speak life, we value life, we breathe life.
Not kill lives, but build lives.
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 All day,
Every day.
example says
It's the only way
to save a day,
to save a life.
And that's why we breathe 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 life.
Breathe.
Is that it? I didn't want to interrupt. I know that's right.
Oh my God, I have chills.
Yes, that is amazing.
This is amazing. Oh my God, I'm speechless.
That was amazing.
I'm shaking. Like, the world needs to see more of this.
Yeah, definitely.
The world needs to see more of this. I am so excited. I am super, super excited for where your organization is going, because the focus of the world now is the violence and not the opposite. How do we change it? How do we change the mindset? And you're doing that.
What is our mindset on what?
Success.
Mindset on what?
Success.
We will be what?
Successful.
We will be what?
Successful.
See, we believe that our principles help us with our morals. Our principles help us with our what?
Morals.
And our morals are what we believe, right? And what we live by and what we do. So principle number one.
Wisdom. Example will think before they speak. Wisdom.
Principle number two.
Integrity. Example will allow their actions to speak as loud as their words. Integrity.
Principle number three.
Role model. Example will lead by example. Role model.
Principle number four.
Leader. Example will educate, empower, and embrace their family, community, and nation. Their family, community, and nation. Leader.
Principle number five.
Justice. Example will stand with their head held high, fist ball tight, fearless against what is wrong, and they'll fight for what's right. They'll fight for what's right. They'll fight for what's right. Justice.
When do we apply our principles?
At all times.
In through your nose, out through your mouth. Excellent. It's 25 principles. We're going to stop at 5. They have 25 principles, 25 lessons. And we believe the lessons keep you what? Alive. The lessons keep you what?
Alive.
Lesson number 1. Following positive direction and instruction to save your what?
Life.
And keep you out of what?
Trouble.
When should you apply it?
At all times.
When should you apply it?
At all times.
Excellent. Okay, any questions?
Oh my God.
Like that? Excellent.
Yeah, I felt like I was in class. I'm trying to learn all the.
Oh my goodness.
Wow. So what inspired you to want to begin this organization for yourself?
For my you said the right thing. For my what? Self. For my what?
Self.
Right. For myself. For myself. And I was creating a program that can deal with the younger me, the confused me, the one who grew up in an environment that was teaching me not to help myself, but to harm my what? Self. And I had to do something that I knew would inspire, motivate, and tap into them identifying with the greatness that's inside of them, the greatness that's inside of all of us. But if you only see what your environment is showing you and displaying, you can get distracted and you can get discouraged, and then you can become what? Destroyed. You know, so I created something that made them identify with their self-worth, their self-value, and to focus on being the example that what we talked about. You said you went to church. Who's the number one example setter?
God.
Who's the number one example setter?
God.
He set the greatest example for us. What? All. Okay. So they're conscious, meaning they're aware of what kind of example. There's not a negative example. You're just doing a bad thing. If you're doing an example, it has to be positive. Have to be what?
Positive.
See, because the opposite of positive is negative. And if you, this is you all, you can Google negativity, right? It harms, hurts, destroys, and what?
Kills.
Harm, hurt, destroys, and what?
Kills.
So whether you're in a negative environment, having a negative conversation around negative people, listening to negative music, the end result is death. So once you know better, you got to do what?
Better.
Once you know better, you got to do what?
Better.
See, and our motto is what we what?
Live by.
Our motto is what we what?
Live by.
It is not in our nature to respond to what?
Ignorance.
I said it's not in our nature to respond to what?
Ignorance.
Ignorance is the lack of what?
Knowledge.
Ignorance is the lack of what?
Knowledge.
So when you know better, you do what?
Better.
When you know better, you do what?
Better.
Knowledge is.
Mental intelligence.
Knowledge is.
Mental intelligence.
When should we apply it?
At all times.
When should we apply it?
At all times.
It is not in our nature to respond to what?
Ignorance.
Because we are what?
Intelligent.
That means we think what?
Intelligent.
We speak what?
Intelligent.
We act what?
Intelligent.
At all what?
Times.
At all what?
Times.
In through your nose. Out through your mouth.
I'm breathing too.
Me too.
This is it. Yeah. Wow. So what are the age ranges that you work with?
Age ranges. What? How old are you?
6 to 13.
What is your name?
Noel.
Introduce yourself.
I'm Sister Noel. Part of these episodes are about saving lives. Nice to meet you.
And what is your age?
6.
Excellent. Introduce yourself.
I'm Sister Montiera. I'm part of the Example Setters, and I'm all about saving lives. Pleasure to meet you all.
And what is your age?
I'm 13 years old.
How old are you?
13.
Okay. What's your age?
Hi, I am Sister Winter. I'm part of the Example Setters, all about saving lives. Nice to meet you.
What is your age?
And I am 8 years old.
Mm-hmm. What school do you attend?
I attend Sutherland Elementary School.
Mm-hmm.
My name is Brother J. Mar. I'm part of the Example Setters, all about saving lives. It's a pleasure to meet you all. I'm 12 years old.
What school do you attend?
I attend Kip Bloom College Prep.
Excellent. Introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Sister Messiah. Part of the Example Setters about saving lives. Pleasure to meet you.
What's your age?
10.
10 years old. Okay. Excellent. All right. So, anything example setters like to say?
No.
What is it like being an example setter?
It is really great being an example setter.
So what makes it great?
All the things that we do. I really like traveling around this world, breathing life, and now I'm here.
Wow.
Okay.
How about you, young man? What have this organization done for you?
It's a productive thing to do. It helps you to get out the house. Because one of the main reasons that I joined this group was because my mama, she didn't want me on the phone all day. So she sent me over here to do something productive. And yeah.
So she didn't want you on the phone. She didn't want you on the video games. And now you're a part of the Example Setters. What is the one thing you're like, I'm happy that I'm a part of this?
Yeah, I feel so open and fresh. Like before I was standing in the house, I felt just not intact with my surroundings and the world that I live in. Now I feel down to earth. And
so have any of you all brought your friends in after you came and joined this organization? Did you bring your friends?
Yes, I have.
You have?
I brought them in because I wanted them to not only help others, but to better themselves and to help set a positive and proud and powerful, peaceful example for others around them.
So what have this organization done for you?
It's helped me. This organization has helped me not only better myself and to help others around me and to set examples that encourage others and build others up. And it has helped me show wisdom, integrity, and leadership.
I love that, the leadership. You're teaching leadership and not to be followers. So how often do you all meet?
We meet every Thursday. We are so fortunate that on 79th and Woodlawn, the Woodlawn Cafe has allowed us to come in and to use their facility pro bono. Just another African warrior, by a gentleman by the name of Darnell, just opened his doors to us, you know, and so we open the doors to others to come out every Thursday from 6 to 7 p.m. Free of charge. Anybody who feels a need to want to help and to grow and to just strengthen themselves as well as others around them. It's a time for us to connect, and it's a positive environment. So the great thing about it is we've built in a community of positivity. And only when we tell people when you come through the door to be an example setter, all we want you to agree on one thing. We're not doing anything that's negative. Your thought, your conversation, your behavior has to be positive. How could you build one another? How could you strengthen one another? How could you encourage? How could you inspire? We are all being educated each and every day. And you don't have to just go to school to get an education, you know, but it does show and display a lot about you. And the majority of all of them are straight A students.
Awesome.
And so we do take on a role as far as we're coming to your school, we're coming inside of your community. I've been to everybody's house, am I correct? Yes. Everybody's home. And this is just a small portion of a larger amount of individuals who are all example setters. And you'll see some people, they have on set the example on their shirt. But when you were asking me how did this start, this started years ago. And the first, it came from a group of individuals called 5M, you know, Money's Magnificent Multiple Mighty Men. And our whole purpose was to unite the world in peace. And we went from that to man-child and style. Man-child is developing the critical thinking skills of young men in hostile environments. Where is there a hostile environment? It's everywhere. But we know once you master yourself, you can master what? Everything. And style is for the young ladies. It was, what is style?
Supporting, teaching young women to love themselves and empower each other.
Right. So that's what style was all about. And so now we merged them together and we came up with example setter. But before you become an example setter, you have to go through man, child, and style. And those programs have directed, and I have some gentlemen who are with me who have now been with me for years, and they started in the program as man-child. I mean, he started in the program as 5M. Now he's a national touring artist, motivational speaker, King Kunta. And so he started, and I'm not trying to age myself, but he started when he was like his age. Wow. And so we traveled this a little. Can I say something about me?
Of course.
Okay. All right. Sir Taylor. I'm one of the original members of the Jesse White Tumbling team. Only one to make it to the U.S. gymnastics team. So I had an opportunity to travel to different countries. And so my whole thing was I want to come back and give back. But I am originally from Cabrini Green. And today I have another example setters who has won the Golden Gloves numerous of times, years after years. Jermaine Silky Sanders right there with us. So when we come in here to set a true example. And we're both from Cabrini Green.
Okay, Cabrini.
Yeah. So and you know, we were told that we wouldn't really amount to much based on what we had to endure and go through. So I just want to tell you a little of my story. My story, raised in Cabrini Green, around drug dealers and dope fiends who had big dreams of a better life if they can dodge a bullet or a knife. You see, this is my life. It was a blessing and a curse. I always walked around wondering who's gonna be next in the back of a hearse. Sick and tired of hearing women scream, "Let go of my purse." And she said, this is all I got. And he said, but this is all that I know. Woman, give me that dough. Now, how did y'all expect me to grow when this was my reality show? Now I become all that I know because weed smoke filled my block. Glocks cocked, people waiting on their chance to inhale while I was waiting on my chance to exhale before I fail or end up in jail because of the smell on my block. See, I'm gonna leave it at this. Cops was paid to stay back. Okay, so this is a little about my story, my testimony, but for them, I just want them to know, regardless of what environment you're in, you master an environment when you master your what? Self. And it's nothing that can stop you from being the example that God has created you to be.
Definitely. So if one wants to become a part of your organization, what do they have to do?
You can reach us on social media at Example Setters Youth Poetry, or you can also go to Instagram, Example Setters. And if you leave your information, we will definitely get back with you. We're always looking to network and connect and develop and help you as we help ourselves. So it'll be no problem. So those are the two things. I have an up and coming show that I want people. It's going to be at Kennedy King, and it's from the 14th of January to the 25th. It's called The Encounter, and I'll be telling my life story, and the Example Setters will also be incorporated in that because it's a part of my life story. Yeah.
So I have a question. We know how the generation is different. Mm-hmm. We're 80s and 90 babies, and we can see how what we used to do or how the world was. We weren't so much afraid to be outside. We could play outside and, until the street lights came on, get in the house. But now the generation is different. They have social media. They have reality TV. What do you do to grasp their attention or to just get a hold of them?
Get a hold of them. Mm-hmm. Again, the key to getting a hold of them is to getting them to understand who they are in the direction that they need to go in. You either can go left or you can go what?
Right.
And if you go to your left and you're knowing that it's a dead end, why would you go that way when you've seen so many others do it? And I always tell them it's two things that can happen in life. I don't care what nobody tell you. It's only two things. You can succeed or you can what?
Fail.
You got to position yourself to be the success that you were born to be. And you ask yourself, and I tell them every day, how successful was your day? And you'll know based on the results. If you got a lot of reasons, reasons become excuses, and excuses are what?
Useless.
In your success in life. You understand? So we got to eliminate those excuses. And here's these are the results you want. Are you putting forth the effort? Each and every day, are you executing at your very best? So my whole thing with anybody, I guess I want to make it simple. It's either 1, 2, you either doing the right thing or you're doing the what? Wrong thing. It's nothing in between. And I always say, ask yourself, before you do that, does it add value or does it what? Subtract. Then you have to be conscious, meaning in knowing I got to stop doing that or I can't do that. Because if you know it's going to hurt you, it's going to hinder you, and it's going to harm you, don't do it. I got another H. It's 1. Do stuff that's going to help you, and then I got another H. I'm being honest.
Transparency. But we definitely commend you for what you are doing, for taking the time out for yourself and the young people, and just putting this and spreading this positivity in the world, because we need that. And they see so much social media where so many negative things, fake things, so many things go wrong. But just to see this, if everyone can just put their hands and dabble into something positive, it'll make the world a better place. So we definitely appreciate you for just taking out the time to do this for the young people.
I just want to say this. We want to thank you for being the example. Well, whether you knew it or not, and I'm pretty sure you did know, whether you like it or not, both of you got an example to set. Keep setting this example that's healing, building, and revealing the truth. Because you're talking about the thought, right? The thought is the cause of all what? things. The thought is the cause of all things. You must think it, believe it, and what? Achieve it. And this is just a small stepping stone for what y'all are going to achieve. Keep setting your example all day,
every day.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm ready to go home and step and do something. Right. Oh my gosh. But we are excited. We're going to definitely support you all in whatever we can do. I already got something I want to book them for. We'll talk about it later. Yes. I'm excited. All right. So we appreciate you all. We're definitely going to support you all. You guys make sure you follow them on social media. We are going to tag them and everything. We're going to pump them for the rest of the month. That's how excited I am about what you all are doing. We appreciate you. We pray that God continues to elevate you all and the things that he has for you, the things that you can't even imagine. We pray that he keeps his hand on you guys. And we thank you guys. I'm so excited.
The example has been what?
Set.
All day,
Every day.
All day,
Every day.
All day, every day.
Yes. So we're going to take this 2-second break. And when we come back, we have another VIP guest. Thank you all so much. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
You all are amazing.
I think you are the one for me. Here's where you ought to be. Here's where you ought to be. I just want to satisfy you, 'cause you're not mine, can't deny it. Know you hear me talking, babe. Love me now or I'll go crazy. Oh, sweet thing. Don't you know you're my everything? Oh, sweet thing. Don't you know you're my everything? I will love you anyway. 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 I wish you were my love. I wish you were my love. I wish you were my lover, but you act so undercover. Let me share my whole life. Let me share my whole life long. To be right or be wrong. I'm only what you make me, baby. I'm only what you make me, baby. Don't walk away, don't be so shady. Don't want your mind, don't want your money. These words I say, they may sound funny, but oh, sweet thing. Don't you know you're my everything? Oh, sweet thing. Don't you know you're my everything? I will love you anyway. 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 I wish you were my lover. I will love you anyway. I will love you anyway.
What's up, everybody? This is your girls, Karee
and Crystal,
aka Millen Twins. So if you're just tuning in, you are tuning in to the Millen Twins Highlights Movement Show on IntellectualRadio.com.
DJ Crystal. I'm confident in my DJ skills. After that example, no, you messed it up. We got to practice.
I have to learn that.
You know, we got to try again.
We didn't make the first round.
It's okay. But if you guys are just tuning in, we just have the example setters in the studio. As you guys can see that this young man had the youth. I mean, oh my God, this thoughts become things. But you know, we're gonna tag their information, all the above. But we have another special VIP guest.
That we do
know that you guys have seen this man on everything because we've been seeing him on everything. He's a funny man.
We're gonna pray we get through this.
We're gonna pray if we can get through this show, Chris.
Because y'all know once I start laughing, I can't. Now stop. Okay, we're gonna keep going.
So you guys share the video, share the live. We're gonna go ahead and bring him in. VIP guest Mike Simp is
in the studio.
Just saying he came all the way to Dubai.
Come on and dunk on the people.
Come in the middle right here.
Yes, he just dunked y'all.
Y'all hear the crowd?
Yes, come on through.
Come on, with the KFC cup.
Yes, you ain't bring us nothing.
Man, I was hungry.
Okay. We'll say something next time. I eat when I leave. I'll be fasting until I eat something. But thank you so much for gracing us with your presence.
Can I put your cup behind us?
Yeah, please.
Just for the
man, if that's what you got to do.
Yes.
I appreciate it. No, it's okay. So how you feeling?
I'm cool. Still hungry though.
You still hungry?
I ate a piece of that little niblet sandwich they gave me at the KFC. I was trying to.
Ain't found something. You want to rub it on in?
Yeah.
But
it was just a little niblet.
Just a niblet.
It was a little bite sandwich. A little what you call them?
What the
winged sandwich?
Oh, one of those.
Yes.
You only got one of them.
I got two of them. But
you didn't finish them. Oh, sorry. The show gonna be over in a minute. It's okay. We're gonna get you out here so you can eat. You got French fries in there.
I got some potatoes. They even had the potatoes we just made it. They ain't make them.
That's usually what happens.
They gonna say I had to wait 10 minutes. I say, you know what?
10 minutes.
I'm gonna go ahead and go. I got to go. I ain't got 10 minutes to wait on y'all unprepared selves.
They want us to make it fresh for you.
Come on, man.
They said we got Mike Simp in the building.
They didn't even know I was coming. They supposed to always have a little grease thing ready, so when somebody step in, fresh potato.
Fresh, there you go.
Put a little salt on them, however you doing.
And be ready.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay.
The real crispy parts of the potato wedge. Ones that break your teeth.
Yeah. Oh, one of those.
Yeah,
take it.
So before we get deep into our interview, we
ma'am.
played this game called 2020.
2020.
20 random questions, right? It's just fun questions.
So y'all finna ask me 20 questions?
Yes, it's fun questions.
Quick questions.
Okay.
And if you don't answer
20 with the Millen Twins. Right here on IntellectualRadio.com.
It's real.
So if you don't answer these questions within 5 seconds, you will hit. We like to push this. You will hit this buzzer. Look, wait, listen to the buzzer. We like to push the buzzer. Okay, so you have 5 seconds to answer 20 questions. It's fun running the questions.
Wait a minute.
It's not a real test. Come on, you can do it.
You can do it.
I know if you get anxiety like I do on tests, like I'm not gonna pass, so I just need you to.
Like you didn't write your name.
Can I write my name?
Two of these.
You got it. Come on, thoughts
become things.
Look,
So
get
your hoodie.
Y'all got y'all stuff together.
Yes. Come on, always be ready.
We got what color you want?
That same color.
Okay, we got you.
Large.
A large, we got you.
Ma'am.
Okay, you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Let's go. Would you rather be able to talk with the animals or speak all foreign languages?
Speak all foreign languages.
Okay, Richard Pryor or Martin? Martin.
Pryor.
Okay.
What's the one thing you can never live without?
My kids.
What was your favorite toy growing up?
It wasn't your favorite. I was about to say it wasn't your favorite. You couldn't remember.
They had so many of them, you could move them around.
Yeah, you're right. You had the one with the feet. You got to move with the feet.
Oh, did you? That was the best one I had.
Because you go as fast as you could or slow. Yes, come on and flip over.
All types of stuff.
You're right. Okay, would you rather be without internet for a week or without your phone?
Without internet.
Okay. If you had to pick a new name for yourself, what would your new name be?
Alexander Jones the third.
You said that with confidence. Somebody asked you that question already, did they?
I just be ready.
Who do you look up to the most?
Me.
You? Yeah. Jesus created you, so you/Jesus.
Me.
You? Okay, that's a good enough answer.
That's his answer. Okay, so if you had one. Okay.
Had one. What?
I'm about to tell you.
Oh.
What would your favorite pickup line be?
Hey, how you doing? You're looking real nice.
That'll get him.
Come on. Pause when you say real nice.
Yes.
And the lip got this shape. Real nice.
See, if your lips shaky, you come to me and be like,
No, but you gonna know me before the lips shake.
Okay.
Like a retarded person. Like, real nice. You gonna know me before I shake
I think
the
you got Tourette's.
Yeah, you ain't gonna see nothing wrong. He was like, yeah, Mike, that's just Mike. Don't worry about it.
So what song do you have to sing along with when you hear it?
The baby, featuring the baby.
The baby. I know my song too. Yeah, the baby.
That's my song.
I know it make you get out your seat, don't it?
Yeah, I wake up. That's my alarm.
Something about that. Oh, that's your alarm.
Okay.
Just late.
Would you rather burp every time you lean in for a kiss or drool every time you talk? Let me repeat the question. Would you rather burp every time you lean in for a kiss? You got to pick one, homie.
I think I'm going to go ahead and drool.
Okay.
Just carry a handkerchief with you.
Yeah, because burps stink.
Yes, it does.
It all depends on what you eat. You ever had one of them burps that was like real funky?
Mm-hmm.
And you'd be like, you can make yourself go like, oh, what did I eat? So I'd rather go and make a little spit come down in the mouth.
Right.
Drool a little bit.
It's
wipe
okay.
it off.
Right. I just came from the dentist. You come from the dentist
like
every day. I do.
I got that shot.
Whole mouth numb.
Yeah.
Okay. If you could be invisible for one day or be able to fly for one day, which would it be?
Invisible.
Invisible?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This is a question you're going to have to think about. If you could ask your pet, if you have one, 3 questions, what would you ask them?
How was that food I gave you? Is your stomach hurting? And are you ready to go?
That was good. Okay. What is your biggest pet peeve?
Stank breath.
I know.
Stank breath and people that smack on the phone. You ever heard these people?
What they be doing, Mike?
Hey, I used to speak to your mom. How many people you got in the house? Trying to tell you something. Hey man, get off my phone, man. Don't talk to me, man. Call me another hour when you get that out your mouth or your teeth, whatever you eating on.
We got even switch. Ooh, I'm hot.
We're not even done with the 20s.
Look, we got like 3 more, 4 more. Come on.
How many days do you wear the same pants in a row before it becomes a problem?
2, maybe 3. Maybe 3 out of them, because you got to have. If it don't smell like body parts, yet, I think you get that 3rd day up out of it. But when it starts, you if you eat something, do you have gas?
Right.
It's all in your pants. Like you can't even iron over that because it's gonna smell.
It lingers.
So
right?
about 2, maybe 3.
Maybe 3. Maybe
4, you're nasty.
Okay, what's the first thing you do when you get home from a trip?
Go outside. Put them bags in the room and go outside.
Go outside.
Okay. Find my homie.
Okay. What's the one food you can never bring yourself to eat?
Olives.
Really? Olives.
I hate olives. And is that a food? Considered a food? I just don't like olives.
You just don't like olives? Not the black ones or the green ones?
No.
Neither one of them.
Not even the red eyeball in the middle of them.
That's the best one.
No, it's not.
That's the best one.
No,
okay, we'll take your word for it. If your life was a movie, what songs would be on the soundtrack? Well, we know Baby.
Yeah. That's the intro. Okay. Then Funky Town.
Okay.
A couple of songs from off Rocky soundtrack. Hearts on fire,
yes!
Strong desire, strangers.
You got a whole. Hey, I should
be. Boom, boom, boom. Heat is rising strong.
Yes, you can sing the song. Look.
There's a lot of them, but
I feel like somebody gave him our questions before the hit. He'd be right on it. Do the whole song.
Okay. What would your perfect Saturday be like?
Football, and potato chips.
Football and potato chips.
Yeah.
Okay. Last question. You ready? If you could make any prediction about anything exactly 1 year from now, what would it be?
I'm going to be rich as ever.
I don't know. That's right. Come on. Be wealthy.
Wealthy as ever.
Yes.
Famous. I'm going to have the world.
You're going to have the world in the palm of your hands. Come on and speak it into existence.
And I'm not going to do nothing stupid to let it go. Because I want everybody to know that I worked for this. For where I came from, this is work right here.
I know that's right.
That's what I'm in the year. That's what I'm thinking.
You'll be there.
I'm claiming that.
We're gonna push you to it. Yes, come on. We're gonna
Look, well, he made it through the 20.
He did. We couldn't even
He was
push our
all
buzzer.
nervous. Just push it just because you want to push it, Carissa. It's okay. I know. Good thing. Good job. Good job. So if you guys are just tuning in, we have the famous Mike Simp in the building. Mike, how did you even get into comedy?
Well, like all my life, and it's been all my life, I have been a character. You know, it's grammar school. I was in special ed. So they used to tell me, like, man, you got a gift. And it wasn't no special gift. It was like, dude, you funny. I just really, had I guess the thing to make people laugh and where I come from. You know what I'm saying? I had a real bad upbringing. I ain't gonna say bad, but it was a learning experience. I learned a lot. So I looked at comedy to be like, okay, well, this is something you can do to make people like you, or you could do to make people say you can make some money off this. But I mean, that's what it was.
So what are some of the challenges you face as a comedian?
And it's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot. People taking your jokes. People trying to be like you. I mean, people say it's flattering, but I just think that's a thief. I mean, if you're going to be a comedian, make your own life.
Be creative, right?
Right. You can't walk in my shoes and be like, okay, I could do with this. No, you can't, because you're going to give me these back. This is a hard knock life shoe right here.
Right.
So I that's one of the biggest pet peeves, man. Just work on your craft. Study what you got to study and do your research. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't do that. And that's kind of what bothers me.
So we've seen you on stages, and you are hilarious. Like,
and that's my goal.
It works.
Yeah, seriously, because my energy comes from. I be wanting it to come from like a place where just like I just want everybody to feel where I'm coming from. You gotta understand where I'm coming from. I don't tell. Like some people like, man, tell me a joke. And I don't just tell people jokes like that because I don't have jokes to tell you. I'd send you off like, you ever heard one about the dog? They'd be like, no, tell me. I'm like, me either. And I'll walk off because that's stupid for me to tell me. I don't have no joke. I just got life
on the spot, right?
I just got personal things that I've been through that I think that's funny, and I could just say it like that.
And I think that's what makes jokes even funnier. Just taking your own experience and just letting it out.
Man, I got so much stuff going on. Like it's just I got 3 little jokes I'm trying to work on right now because comedy don't really pay unless you're making real money unless you're going out of town. So I'm making a little bit, but then I got kids, so I gotta get a little side job. Man, I got a job doing transportation for a daycare, and I drive a white van.
Okay. The wrong time to be driving a white van.
Oh man, you should see how many people huddle up around me. I'm like, there's kids in here. They in here already. They ain't nobody tied down. Just go on here. Don't bother. I'm not bothering nobody. Just go ahead on back to business. They be.
And it's bad. It's bad though, because I'll drive. I see a van. I'll be like,
right. I even been looking at white vans like, what you got in there? You know what I'm saying? So that's about it. I mean, it's just funny to me, So I just do all that stuff like that to make my. They go bastard.
So when did you know you could do stand-up comedy? Because everybody can't do stand-up comedy.
I had a job at the airport, Midway, and I used to have people laughing. I used to work with Polish people. They used to have before, like when camera phones really started getting tough, and they used to record me, man. I used to do just dumb stuff. Like before, I'm gonna give you a story. Before that, I used to work at the Museum of Science and Industry.
Did you?
I was a janitor. Oh yeah, I actually cleaned that. Oh, them little kids.
That's why I was so shouty in there.
Look, man, I'm telling you.
That?
Yeah, I'm telling you. Hey, get that. But like it was a whole lunchroom full of kids. And my homie John and Dusty, they cousins of the person that brought me into comedy, Marcus Combs. And I never knew it, but they was like, man, you funny. So one day I was in the lunchroom. They was like, what you finna do, Mike? And I'm like, I'm finna do some black coffee. I'm like, kids, I stopped the kids from eating. I'm just like, y'all bang on the table like black coffee, right? And I just did it. I stood in line. When nobody anything, I'm just like black coffee. And I just did a little move down a little line like this. They dying laughing. It was just so still. I can't do it up here because it's enough room, but they was just dying laughing. And the dudes I work with, they was crying like, man, do you ever try to do comedy? Because you just naturally stupid.
Naturally.
And then they was like, I got a cousin that'll put you on, but it never happened then. You know what I'm saying? Because I had got fired from my little brother got killed. and I left the museum or whatever like that. So I never really met them until like 2 years later. You know what I'm saying? So that's how that happened with that.
Wow. What is like since you've been in the comedy business, what is your fondest memory, or just like, man, this was a good time?
Meeting Mike Epps.
Really?
And let me tell you how I met Mike. I'm in LA.
Look like y'all could be related.
Y'all do.
People don't even know we got like the same background. Like for real, stories is like the same. I just listened to a stand-up and I'm like, man, this dude just like me. But like I'm me too. You know, I've never really been a carbon copy. Y'all don't want to copy off nobody.
Exactly.
And I just want to be by myself. But like the fondest memory of like when I met him, it was like different. Cause I was in the comedy club in LA with D-Ray on this Monday night. And somebody came in the comedy club looking real like somebody-ish.
Right.
Glasses, hat. I'm like, he trying to hide it. Who was that? I got up like, hey man, that's Mike Epps. Oh, I say, stick, that's Mike Epps. He went outside. I asked for a picture. He's like, no, I ain't gonna do it right now. Meet me outside. We went outside, man. We talked for about an hour.
Wow.
Talked for about an hour. He knew people we knew, you know what I'm saying, from Chicago, come to Chicago for a long time. And then we just clicked like that. It was just cool.
Down to earth.
And then when he came to Chicago, because my friend Carlos Miller from Wild 'N Out, I'll be going to his shows at the what's that center where they play basketball, like with the UIC Flames, whatever that is on Race.
Yeah.
Anyway, but they had a comedy show down there last year, so I met him down there again, and he remembered who I was. So that was another part where somebody who knows you like that.
Right.
I remember you, man. I remember seeing you. So that was kind of cool. And then being on Judge Matthew's show.
You was on Judge. What you do?
Yeah, man. Some girl sued me.
What you do?
I ain't see.
Lord.
She had a comedy show, and I was supposed to do it, but she didn't have enough money.
Oh, okay.
So I told her I was gonna do the show because my friend was on the show. But if another show pops up, I'm gonna go do that other show because you ain't have enough money. And I told her,
it's business.
Business, that's all. And I'll give you money back. And she took it like, no, you're trying to shyster me, and you bridged the contract. She said, bridge, not breach.
Breach.
She said, you bridged the contract on TV. She said, you bridged the contract, and they was like, bridge. What school you went to?
A new law terminology.
Yeah, man. So she was tripping, and she was supposed to get like some odd $100 back, but the judge ended up taking $200 from her because she talked too much, and I ended up losing $75, but I ended up winning anyway. So I mean, it was a win-win for me.
Wow.
So,
what would you tell someone, a young fellow, girl, whoever, that wants to walk in your shoes and wants to do what you are doing? What kind of advice could you give them?
don't ever stop. Don't ever quit. As much as it seems like it's gonna just cave in, don't ever stop, man. Don't ever stop, because it's something at the end of that road for you, or the end of that tunnel. It's something. Just like for me, I feel it every day when I wake up. I try to say I'm gonna have a good day. It's always something that's gonna just try to. Hey, let me see what you're gonna do today. Because I'm gonna make sure your day ain't good. So you gotta alleviate that stuff or whatever like that. I mean, and just don't stop. Just don't quit. Don't give up. Don't go into that dark hole and go into depression, whatever like that. Just stay up and just be like, everything gonna be all right. You know, and that's what I do.
Yeah.
Seriously, because I know it's coming. It's just I don't know when. You know what I'm saying? It's just I got that feeling like, man, you just stay how you are.
Exactly.
Don't be getting bothered by it, and it's gonna happen.
Keep it going.
That's all you gotta do.
And it's dope you're not comparing yourself to others.
No, I can't, because if I'm in my own lane, I can't worry about nobody else because I'm in my own lane. If I worry about somebody else, I'm gonna cross over and probably bump into him, and we gonna clash.
Exactly.
And I don't like falling and hurting myself. I don't like scars because I look too good.
we see them 360 waves.
They do thousands.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he didn't want to put the headphones on. He don't want to cut his fresh haircut.
I just came from the shop.
He trying not to touch his hair.
So do you ever get nervous before getting
I was just about to ask that. So what do you do to calm yourself down?
I just go on the stage.
Just go.
And the first laugh I get, that's over with. The first laugh I see, because I'm used to it.
Yeah.
You know, like, so if I see somebody laughing like, oh, he finna be a riot, then I just go in on and just let all them nerves go, and then I'm gone.
So has there ever been a time, because we're not perfect, has there ever been a time where you wanted to give up?
Yeah.
And it was just like, you know what, God, it's not for me.
A lot of times I wanted to, man. I mean, I don't want to say a lot, but I mean, it's situations that made me be like, you know what, I'm gonna get a job. I'm gonna go home and do janitor again. Be a janitor again.
I'm like, I don't know if that was a serious moment or I should laugh.
Let me tell you something. I'm always kind of silly. Man.
Okay, good. I can laugh.
I'm
like, I don't want to be. It's a serious moment.
Don't work hotel work.
Yeah, go back do that Black Coffee song.
Yeah.
Stand out.
But then, like, I think about my kids.
Yeah.
I'll be like, man, look, I can't. I got this for them. Jobs is cool, but you want something that lasts. Exactly. You want something that a TV show can put you this way, and then you get residuals from it. I didn't go to my kids, whatever like that. So, yeah, that's
okay. I have a question. So, when you do shows, are there ever a time where you have to adapt your jokes to that crowd, or is just
I always look at the crowd before I go in. It could be older people,
right?
So you don't want to do too much cursing because it'll turn them off.
Yeah,
and they won't like you no more. He say the B word,
right? Like Jesus, like this is church. They turn to
see him again. You know how they look,
right?
So, then you got younger people that you can do the younger jokes. Then you got your mid school people like my age. You got the old school, young school, mid school. So you go up in there and you survey the crowd, see what you got to go. You got your mama jokes, you got your kid jokes, and you just survey them like that, and then you just go handle your business.
So are you one of those comedians, you sit in the front, you get them?
No, you know what? If I see something like you ain't really laughing, and I know this is funny because that person next to you is really wiping their eyes off, I'm gonna tell you something about yourself. Like, man, I know. Hold on a minute. I know this is funny, but you ain't finna sit here in the front right here while I'm right here.
It'd be so serious.
And be serious like that. You better laugh for some point. I'm gonna tell you, I was a special ed 19 years. And then next thing you know, if you talk to them, make them feel like special ed. Right. Oh man, you here silly. Because some people be gimmicks, man.
Yeah.
Some comedians be really, really gimmicks, man. And them the ones that I'd be like, why are you even making this amount of money? I can't do none of that.
Exactly.
To each his own. He got what he got, and I got what I got. So I'm gonna work it the way I work it.
Definitely. That's funny though, because a lot of us, we go to comedy show. I'm like, I'm not sitting in the front.
Yeah, but no. Like when people ain't got nothing to talk about, that's
when they go in the audience.
And that's not fair, but it's fair because it's comedy. But it ain't fair to some people because you sit in the front, so you try to enjoy the show, not become the show.
Right.
And that's why I be sitting on your car after the show, like, hey, joke, man. I mean, I just rub in the film. No, it's me. So you got to watch that.
So do you have any shows coming up?
Man, I got a show December 22nd. Me, my girl Corey Bell, my man Big Keith, and TK Kirkland at the Bar Louie in Madison.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So that's
what
that's
time?
a big
Do we
one.
get tickets?
That's 8 o'clock. Yeah, that's 8 o'clock. Let me go ahead and
you know where we can. I was about to say, go ahead so people can know. You are to our listeners who's listening as also Facebook viewers. He has Mike. Come on, y'all already know he hilarious as ever because I want to be there. We're going. So is it Bar Louie in Madison?
Bar Louie in Madison, right off the expressway. So
we've been there, so I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Yep. December 22nd.
Lincoln Highway East, I think it is.
I think
East,
so.
yeah. December 22nd.
December 22nd.
There you go. Go ahead and
doors open at 6. Okay. Showtime is at 7. Okay. You call Brad at 312-513-4906 and tell him Mike Simp sent you.
Okay, so it has really
my bonus.
It's gonna really start. Is it gonna really start at 7 or that's just?
It might start at 7:30, 7:45. Yeah, you look start at 8.
11 o'clock. Be ready to laugh.
12:45.
Get a room because they got the hotel connected, don't they?
You know how he show.
So we would definitely be there.
I got the show tonight after this matter.
Do you? Yeah, you'll be booked and busy.
I got this off Gig Salad too.
Dude, wow.
Yeah, I got this off Gig Salad. I did about 4 shows off Gig Salad, and they named me the top performer.
Gig, what is it?
Gig Salad. So like it's a site where comedians go put up their profile, put up videos, and if the person like you, they book you.
Oh.
And they go to your bank. You gotta have a bank account.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, you gotta have you got it not cashes.
No.
You can't go to the currency exchange.
This one, and then they'll pay you. They'll give you a deposit, and then they'll pay you but they don't come the same day. It come in like business day.
Okay.
So you gotta wait. So you be broke for about the weekend. You got to worry about somebody sending me borrow some money until Tuesday. I'm gonna check me on Tuesday. Then Tuesday come you check me. Come on, Wednesday I got you for sure. I got something else coming.
I'm getting excited about the book me again. So you got, what's your social media so people can follow you?
Officially Stamp 32.
Say it again.
Officially Stamp 32.
That's a tongue twister.
It is.
Officially.
That's because you tongue tied. I'm not. Officially up Stamp 32.
Okay.
Say it. Officially up.
Officially up.
Sam,
we gonna tag his name.
Right.
Officially Stamp 32.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, we appreciate you.
So, like, I mean, can I answer y'all some questions too?
Okay. You got a couple of minutes before we end the show. Like 2.
Like, how do y'all get yourself prepared for this intellectual radio show? And who is this person over there? And why does it smell like that when you come out in the front like that? It's like a person ain't washed up like 2 days. And why is this basketball ring right here? And ain't no basketball. Y'all keep feeling like doing this. And why is this thing? Make this noise. Why is that TV on and ain't no screen thing on? Come on, y'all got 5 seconds now. What's wrong with you?
You know what?
We appreciate
myself for coming all the way out here. He ain't gonna come for the Millen Twins.
Man, and I ain't got air license, so I need somebody to follow me back to 2 days. Please. Yeah, these police are treacherous out here. I almost missed this spot too. So dark. I said State Farm. I say I don't want no insurance. I don't want no dang on insurance. What ain't got me the State Farm beautiful?
We thank you for flying out. Look, we thank you for flying out to Dubai.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Don't nobody know where we
that
at.
hill
Okay.
over there is dark. I didn't even know there was an end to it. I thought it was gonna fall off. Like, what these twins got me going to, man?
The sky. It's a hidden place.
Lord Jesus. It was a fun night.
Lost. Okay. We appreciate you.
No
We
problem.
do. You are amazing.
You are. We thank you so much for flying out to Dubai to be with us.
Ain't no problem. Just fly me first class back on to the
We
south
will.
side.
We got your spirit ticket.
Man, look. It's just, hey, look, put me in the front.
In the front.
So I can have my knees.
I know.
These knees.
It seemed like the plane's getting smaller and smaller.
I had to put my knees in my chair. And that was the flight. It wasn't even no emergency landing or nothing. He just had to put my feet on my knee in my chest.
You like 7 feet tall. I mean,
man, but still though, I be feeling like it sometimes on them little planes.
Yeah.
The plane be small.
They do.
Only plane that be like nice is like American Airlines.
Oh yeah, they do.
United be decent. Southwest. Yeah, I can flew all of them.
We see.
And I heard.
Oh.
Y'all ready to go? Okay.
You gotta end our show. But we all appreciate you so much for coming. You gotta come back and visit us.
Hey man, anytime. Just I gotta get my license first.
Oh.
Other than that, we go.
We're good. Okay, thank you all so much for tuning in to the Millen Twins Highlights Movement Show. Yes, you all make sure you have a safe weekend. If you're looking to laugh, December 22nd at Bar Louis, you all, Mike Simp will be there. You all make sure you all be safe, stay warm out there, and we'll be flying to Chicago next week. We'll see y'all soon.
Peace.
I will love you anyway.